Thank you for tuning in to Straight from the Forest. I'm your host, Clee Cooks. Joining me today is fellow Fairways Forest resident, Jackie Kelly, here to talk about her career as a pet sitter. Thank you for joining us, Jackie.
Of course.
So, how did you get started in pet sitting?
I started as a pet sitter about 8 years ago, and I was active in some rescue organizations and talked to a few of the people that I had adopted animals to and realized that there was a need when they went out of town or were working on business or late hours or things like that. They needed somebody to come and let their pets out and feed them and things like that. So that's actually how I got started.
What should people look for in a pet sitter?
Definitely somebody that is reliable and has enough time to devote to the pets that they're sitting for. Somebody that is licensed as a business and someone that has insurance. There's actual pet sitting insurance that would cover things that were broken or, medications that were misplaced or things like that during a pet sit. Does occasionally happen where a pet will, knock your hand as you're giving a bottle of insulin and it'll all go falling on the floor and then the bottle breaks and it would have to be replaced. So those types of things are important to look for in a pet sitter.
What is the busiest time of year for you as a pet sitter?
Definitely around the holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and occasional summer, like around when the children get out of school and families go on vacation. Those are definitely our busiest times. But I would have to say that Christmas is definitely our busiest. We do have a lot of clients that work long hours and need midday breaks and occasionally travel for work. So those clients are always needing our services.
You mentioned earlier when, the unforeseen happens and something goes wrong. I bet you had some very interesting clients, to say the least. What's the weirdest pet that you've set for?
There was one Christmas that we were pet sitting for a dog and a cat, and we didn't realize that the client also had boa constrictors in one of the bedrooms of his house. And so we were there to care for the dog and the cat, and there was a note that was left on the counter that if we wouldn't mind checking on the snakes that were in this bedroom because one of them was pregnant and was due any day and was going to have baby snakes. And when that happens, you have to get the baby snakes out of the enclosure or the mommy snake will eat the babies. So that was definitely something that was unexpected and a little weird. Never pet sat for a snake before. And like I said, it was unexpected. We didn't realize that we were going to be tasked with that service as well.
Is there any pet that you won't sit for?
I don't think so. Prefer not to feed live animals as dinner. That would really be my only restriction. But I've had a pretty wide variety of dogs, cats, rabbits, birds, horses, goats, chickens, snakes, turtles, and iguanas. So pretty wide variety of pets that we sat for.
Very interesting. If our viewers wanted to contact you about your services, how should they contact you?
We have a website. It's www.jackspetssitter.com, or you could also call me on the phone. Our numbers are listed on the website. That's, again, www.jackspetssitter.com.
Okay. How far in advance should the viewers contact you to schedule the service?
For a new client, I would recommend at least a week to 2 week lead time. And then after they're already an established client, we tend to keep a lot of our clients' keys. So in the case that they have to go out of town on an emergency or an unplanned trip, that we already have their key on file. That way they could just call us up, with a couple days' notice and say, hey, I'm going out of town. Is there any way that you can come and watch the pets? And that makes it, easy. But we do ask for a week to 2 weeks for that initial meeting. That way we can come and get to know you and your pets, kind of get some instructions on what exactly needs to be done for them while you're away, and just meet them and make sure that they're going to enjoy us coming over as much as we enjoy caring for them.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.